Hello Cyberg, my name is Ubiji. Welcome to Click Mind. Do you often feel suspicious that other people will talk behind your back? Or have you ever been around someone who suspects that we are living in the conspiracy era? Or you just have an assumption that someone doesn't like you based on their facial expression? Feeling under threat and suspicion are normal part of human experience and particularly common among people who are in certain situations, like walking alone at night or married to an unfaithful husband. For some people, paranoid thoughts can rise when they are under stress or after a traumatic event. In short, it would be a rare individual whose life has not in some way been touched by paranoia. So, how to know that our paranoia has crossed the line of clinical criteria of paranoid personality disorder? In this video, we will brighten clinical criteria of paranoid personality disorder. But before we jump into that, if you are new to this channel and you're interested to promoting the awareness about mental health, please consider to subscribe our channel and be part of us. Now let's get into the topic. Cyberg, paranoid is irrational thoughts of suspicion that are driven by fear, the fear of being harmed, hurted, betrayed, deceived, or exploited. Paranoia is present on a spectrum that ranges from absence of paranoid ideation to extreme paranoid ideation. For a pathological interpretation, the paranoid ideation must include three components. There are unproven idea of harm, the idea that harm is intended by others, and the paranoid ideation can be a surge of stress that can affect their social interaction. Extreme paranoia may be a symptom of a number of mental health conditions, such as PTSD, schizoid, manic episode in bipolar, schizotypal, borderline, narcissist, delusional disorder, and paranoid personality disorder. I have talked about narcissistic personality disorder and borderline personality disorder in other videos. If you are curious to know, you can check our previous videos. I put the link in the description box. Paranoid personality disorder is a personality disorder with a pattern of distrust and suspiciousness that others' motives are interpreted as malevolent. People with paranoid personality disorder or PPD are grouped in the cluster A of DSM-5. People under cluster A personality disorders usually have unusual behavior and eccentric thinking. To be diagnosed with PPD, people must have a persistent pattern of distrustfulness and suspicion of others as shown by at least 4 of the following criteria. There are suspect without sufficient basis. No one can read minds, so deciding who we should trust is one of the most important life skills we can have. Being aware of other people's motives and double-checking their action after their words and action don't match are crucial. The mind of PPD people are always full of suspicions that others are trying to exploit, harm, and deceive them. Their suspicion is usually based on very little evidence or no evidence at all. These people feel that their conclusions are valid and real, even though the rest of us confirm their conclusions as erroneous assumptions. Unjustified trust issues with everyone. We can call the trust issues as a coping mechanism when someone displays habitual behaviors of distrust. It is perfectly normal if we distrust those who have been dishonest in the past. However, in this case, There are constantly doubts about the loyalty or trustworthiness of people around them. The mind that always wonders how much or whether they can trust their friends, family, co-workers, even though those people have done nothing that damages their trust in the past. They are secretive and keep everything under wraps. They are overly guarded and secretive about their personal subjects and feel uncomfortable wearing their heart on their sleeve, even to their close ones, because they suspect whatever they share will be used against them. They may become hostile to people who they consider trying to get close to them and asking for personal questions. Negative mind reading. Negative mind reading is an automatic negative thought that we automatically conclude that others are judging or hiding their ulterior motive behind their words. I've talked about 9 types of negative thoughts in another video. If you are curious, you can check the link in the description box. With paranoid ideation, it feels like that people in your cycle actually hate you and everyone is against you. Your mind distorts minor cues and magnifies every hidden meaning in innocent remarks or casual events into thought of deception or threatening. People will see you as a hypersensitive person. For instance, you view a casual humor by a coworker as a serious character attack, or a genuine compliment misinterpreted as an ulterior motive. Unforgiving and holding grudges. Grudges tend to stick. Years may have passed, but remembering it still makes your blood boil until you let it go. People with PPD persistently bear grudges and unwilling to forgive others' mistakes. They are greatly offended even by a minor mistake. They may punish the offender with coldness or bring up your mistake over and over again, even though you have apologized repeatedly. Hypersensitive and take criticism poorly. People with PPD may be hypersensitive and take comments, criticisms, disagreements as personal attacks to their characters or reputations. They might react angrily and quickly counterattack when they get insulted, even when no real harm intended. Persistent suspicions of their partner's fidelity. They have a false belief that their partner is unfaithful. They may gather trivial and circumstantial evidence to support their irrational belief. They are also completely in control of their partner to avoid being betrayed. These people show signs of pathological jealousy. If you are curious about pathological jealousy, you can check the link in the description box. Cyberg. Those were 7 signs of paranoid personality disorder. This video content is not intended to be a substitute for professional medical advice. If those signs relate with you or someone you know, we highly suggest you seek help from professional help. Thank you for watching and see you in the next topics. Bye bye.